Life is incredibly finite. Please don't let yourself be wounded too deeply by the gossip and turmoil of this world. Stay close to those who truly love you and do the things that bring you joy and peace. If you're falling right now, remember that failure is always part of life. Jose N.Harris. Spend your time with people who genuinely love you. Those who never make you guard yourself, never demand you be strong, never require you to be perfect. Just having them in your life is enough to soften the soul. Do the things that make you happy, no matter how small. A warm cup of coffee in the morning, an old movie, a few unfinished pages of a book, or a quiet afternoon spent alone with yourself. The simpler the joy, the easier the heart heals. And if there are moments when you collapse, remember that failure is not the end. It's only a pause along the journey. Every strong person you've ever admired has walked through their darkest days. Falling is real, but so is rising again. You don't have to run fast. You just have to keep moving. When you overcome life's obstacles, you will discover the courage and healing ability you never knew were always inside you, waiting to be awakened. A.P.J. Abdul Kalam. That courage doesn't arrive with thunder. It is quiet, patient, like a smoldering flame deep in the heart. Each time you dare to face your fear, each time you choose to stand after falling, that flame burns brighter, lighting the path ahead. And with it comes the power to heal. Wounds no longer feel like endless burdens. They become marks, proof of the strength living within you. The astonishing truth is, you never need to look elsewhere for healing. Everything you need, courage, strength, patience, resilience, has always been inside you, simply waiting for the moment you're patient enough to uncover it. And then you'll realize every obstacle, every challenge, every pain was never a barrier. It was an invitation to discover your inner strength and abilities you once thought impossible. By pushing through today, you don't just heal your wounds. You find yourself a stronger, more resilient, more complete person than ever before. You are the only one with the power and responsibility to lift yourself up. Mary Holloway. There are moments in life when we long for someone to take our hand and pull us out of the darkness, but then we understand. No one feels our pain as deeply as we do, and no one can walk our path for us. That gentle yet weighty truth teaches us the most important lesson. We alone hold the lifeline that pulls us from the abyss. Your strength isn't given with fanfare. It lives quietly in every breath, every small decision, every time you whisper, "I'm still okay, I'll keep going." It is forged in sleepless nights, in tears you hide, in the silent moments you rise when no one is watching. When you choose to lift yourself, you are declaring to the world, "I am not defeated. I am simply rebuilding myself." Responsibility for yourself is not a burden, it is a privilege. Only by accepting it do you gain control over your path, the freedom to heal, change, and rise in the way that feels most true to your heart. And in that moment, you lift yourself with exhaustion, yet full of courage. You will see the strongest version of you, someone who stumbled but never surrendered. I spent most of my youth putting off the things that made me happy. Fortunately, I realized in time that life is far too short, and I began living every moment fully. Christopher Peterson. When we grasp how brief life is, a gentle light seems to shine on the days we let slip away, the moments we missed. But thankfully, realizing it early is better than never realizing at all. From that moment on, every day becomes precious. Every minute is cherished. No more waiting, no more delaying. Living fully isn't only about grand gestures. It's savoring the small things. A peaceful morning, a smile, a kind word, a moment of true connection with someone you love. Each of these becomes real happiness, the bricks building a life you'll never regret. And then you'll see, living every moment fully isn't just enjoying happiness. It's claiming your right to love, to laugh, to experience, and to become the person you were meant to be. Suffering has forged the strongest souls. The most influential figures have always carried scars. Kahlil Gibran. Every scar, physical or emotional, is proof of survival, of resilience and courage that helped a person rise after falling, like stars that only shine after the longest, darkest night. Influential people often bear the marks of life, yet those very marks create their unique light. Suffering is not meant to destroy. It is meant to refine. It teaches patience, gratitude, and how to cherish the inner strength we often overlook. When we look back, those scars are no longer frightening. They are quiet evidence of strength and growth beyond every trial. Life does not hand us strength easily. It tests us, knocks us down. Yet through that process, we discover a more resilient, deeper version of ourselves. Scars are proof of those who have truly lived, fought, and become great in their own way. Live with gratitude, for only in gratitude do we find true joy. When we are grateful, difficulties become lessons, scars become proof of growth. In every grateful moment, the heart feels light as a bird set free, and joy arises not from outside, but from harmony between soul and life. Gratitude is the key that opens doors to peace. It lets us smile at small things, love more deeply, live more fully, and realize that happiness isn't far away. It's here when we open our hearts to appreciate what we have. Living with gratitude is not just an attitude. It's a way of life that makes every day worthwhile and every moment complete. In gratitude, we find lasting joy. Joy that doesn't fade with time, but endures with every breath and every cherished instant. Some people see a scar and remember the wound. For me, they are evidence of the journey of healing. Linda Hogan. A scar may be the remnant of injury, but it can also be the signature of survival, like a sapling battered by storm, yet rising with darker, stronger leaves, not from weakness, but from learning to stand against the wind. Scars on body or soul carry the same value. They prove I once fell, yet I also knew how to rise. And then I understood. Healing isn't about erasing every trace. It's learning to look at them with gentler eyes, because every scar reminds me I've walked a long road and overcome things I once believed impossible. They are living proof that I am stronger than yesterday's me. If someone sees my scars and thinks I was hurt, I will smile, because yes, I was hurt, but more importantly, I healed, and I carry those scars like the light of the journey itself. What depletes your spirit will deplete your body. What energizes your spirit will energize your body. Carolyn Myss. Sometimes our spirit grows weary, not from heavy work, but from carrying for too long things that were never ours to bear. Like a stream drying under harsh sun, our body wilts beneath the worries our soul carries. The spirit is the root, the body merely the branches reaching out from it. When the soul is exhausted, the body can barely stand. Yet when we find what makes the heart sing a small joy, a dream touched, a moment of peace, the body is bathed in light. It becomes supple, alive again, like a field revived by rain after long drought. Never dismiss your feelings. What you allow into your mind quietly shapes the quality of your life. One hope can illuminate an entire day. One negative thought can weigh down your shoulders for a week. Choose for your soul the things that make it bloom. Stay far from what makes it wither. When the spirit is nourished with gratitude, kindness, faith, and dreams, the body naturally becomes strong, light, and full of life. In the end, the body is simply the truest mirror of your inner world. Nourish the soul, and you revive your entire life. Given enough time and distance, the heart will always mend. Laura Fitzgerald. Time is the silent physician. It makes no noise, rushes nowhere. Yet every passing day gently stitches the tears inside us. Distance, whether from pain, from a person, or from old memories, creates space for breath to lighten, for the soul to rearrange what was broken. When we stand too close to sorrow, everything feels sharp. A name alone can tighten the chest. A memory is enough to sting the eyes. But when we step back, when the heart finds enough calm to view things from farther away, we see that what once made us tremble is only one piece in life's greater mosaic. The heart doesn't heal overnight, but it always heals. It doesn't return exactly as it was, yet it grows stronger, deeper, more appreciative. And one day, you'll notice something wondrous. The pain you thought would swallow you became the very thing that helped you understand yourself. Love more wisely and live more beautifully. Be gentle with yourself. Let time do what it does best. Let distance give you a clearer sky. Then you'll see your heart can still bloom, even after the harshest winter. When a wound is healed with love, the scars are beautiful. David Bowles. Wounds healed with indifference leave ugly scars, but wounds healed with tenderness leave scars like traces of light. Like a cracked vase mended with gold, the crack no longer brings shame. It becomes what makes it unique. Love has that power. It doesn't erase the past, but transforms it into something beautiful in the present. It doesn't make us forget pain, but gives pain meaning. When reason, heart, and forgiveness support us together, scars become proof of resilience, not proof of injury. A beautiful scar belongs to someone who learned to forgive, who smiles despite many tears, who walked through long nights to reach dawn. And then we understand, a scar's beauty lies not in its shape, but in the story behind it. A story of someone who fell yet rose again with love. Even the smallest shift in perspective can bring the greatest healing. Joshua Kai. Some sorrows don't vanish instantly, but they grow lighter when seen from a different angle, like a rough, sharp stone up close that, from a few steps back, becomes just a small part of a vast landscape. A shift in perspective can be as simple as asking, is everything truly against me, or am I just exhausted? Or as gentle as accepting, this didn't happen to hurt me, it happened to teach me something. Or as profound as realizing, I can't control others, but I can choose how I respond. When the heart opens just a little more, when the mind turns slightly, emotions shift like a river changing course. Sometimes, that tiny shift creates enough space for light to slip through. Healing is not always a grand journey. Often, it's simply the moment you see things more softly, more forgivingly, more kindly toward yourself, and then you realize the smallest movements in the soul create the greatest changes in life. In the end, you will understand that love heals everything, and love is all there is. Gary Zukav. Love is not only the feeling between two people, it is the quiet light that slips into our darkest corners, soothing wounds reason cannot reach. When you are loved properly, even the deepest hurts soften. When you love yourself, what once broke you becomes the foundation for standing taller. Then one day you see, it wasn't time that healed you. It was the love you carried through that time. It wasn't distance that made breathing easier. It was the kindness you finally gave yourself. Life didn't change on its own. It was your heart learning to receive and give love more fully. Love makes us more patient, more forgiving, more enduring. It turns heavy days light, turns scars into beautiful memories, turns wounds into lessons. And after walking far enough, you'll understand. Love doesn't just heal everything. Love is the foundation of everything. It is the beginning, the end, and the only thing that truly exists throughout this life. Our sadness and wounds are only healed when we touch them with compassion. Jack Kornfield. Sadness inside us is like a frightened child. The more we abandon it, the louder it cries. But if we sit down, hold it close, and whisper, "It's okay. I'm here. It gradually quiets. Wounds of the soul are the same. They don't need denial or pushing away. They need understanding. Compassion is the warm hand that touches pain without adding more hurt. It is the gentle gaze we turn on ourselves without judgment. It is the whisper, "You've already tried so hard." When we treat ourselves with kindness, wounds relax like parched earth meeting rain. They soften. They can breathe. And from there, tiny shoots of healing begin to rise, slowly yet surely. We easily offer compassion to others, yet are often cruelly harsh with ourselves. Yet the truth is, our most painful hidden places only mend when we love them enough to touch them. Treat yourself as you would someone trembling in the dark. Touch your pain with understanding instead of fear. Place your hand on your heart and say, "You deserve to heal." Because in the end, compassion is not just medicine. It is the key that opens the door back to yourself. We don't heal the past by living in it. We heal the past by living fully in the present moment. Marianne Williamson, healing doesn't come from endlessly turning old, faded pages. It comes from learning to open a new one. When we return to the present, to the breath happening now, to life calling us, to the small yet real things around us, we give the heart a chance to live, to lighten, to be reborn. The present is the only place where anything can change, the only place we can truly care for ourselves, the only place where new things can sprout, like soil that only revives when watered this season, not the one long gone. People are the same. We heal only by pouring energy into the moment flowing now, not the one already past. When we live fully in the present, listening to ourselves, choosing love over blame, moving forward instead of backward, the shadows of the past naturally fade, not because we forget, but because we have outgrown those wounds. And then we understand the past rests only when our present is peaceful enough. Healing happens when we choose to live, not when we choose to remember. When we are deeply hurt, we will never heal until we forgive. Nelson Mandela. Forgiveness, therefore, is not easy. It is the bravest act the heart can perform. Forgiveness is not lightly erasing what happened. It is setting yourself free. We don't forgive because the other deserves it. We forgive because we deserve peace. Wounds cannot heal while we still clutch anger, resentment, or the question, "Why me?" They are like stones tied to the chest. The longer we hold them, the harder it is to breathe. But when we begin to let go, even just a little light finds its way in. Forgiveness is not one moment. It is a journey. It is mentioning the pain one less time each day. It is blaming ourselves a little less each night. It is waking each morning with a heart 1 gram lighter than yesterday. And one day, we look back and realize the wound didn't disappear. It simply became harmless. It no longer hurts, no longer makes us tremble at the memory. It has become just one chapter closed with forgiveness and opened with freedom. In the end, we understand. Forgiveness is the key that unlocks healing, and the first person set free is ourselves. Our body and mind have the ability to heal themselves if we allow them to rest. Stopping, calming, and resting are the essential conditions for healing. Stopping is not a sign of weakness. It is an act of wisdom and courage. Calming is not giving up. It is giving yourself space to feel, to breathe, and to recognize what truly needs healing. Resting is the door that allows the body to regenerate, the mind to balance, and emotions to be soothed. Like a garden after a storm, the soil needs time to absorb water and sunlight to let new green shoots appear. People are the same. When we allow ourselves to stop, the heart breathes easier, the mind clears, and every cell slowly recovers. Healing doesn't always come from constant action or effort. Sometimes it begins with permitting ourselves silence, relaxation, and honoring moments of rest, even while the world outside rushes on. And then you'll see, when we stop and calm ourselves. Body and mind naturally find their way back to wholeness. Rest is not wasted time. It is an investment in strength, balance, and a fuller life. Healing requires courage, and we all have courage, even if we must dig a little deeper to find it. Tori Amos. That courage is not always obvious. It is like a seed buried beneath hard earth, seemingly lost. Yet with faith and patience, it will sprout. Every step we dare take toward ourselves, every time we release hatred or fear, is a gentle but firm shovel into that soil, letting courage rise. Healing is a challenging inner journey. It doesn't happen in a day, but unfolds step by step, moment by moment, as we acknowledge our pain and our power to recover. Along the way, we discover something miraculous. We are stronger than we thought, braver than we believed, and fully capable of healing ourselves. Don't fear digging deep. Don't fear looking at your most fragile parts, because the instant we dare touch our pain, the hidden courage inside appears, guiding the entire healing process. Healing begins with courage. Courage is already in you. You only need to dare to find it.